1v1 brawling region, if there's any way to win it, and the best feeling to win it with is with a brawl. So Boom Esports, let's see what they bring into this match against Alpha Gaming.
They need to bring every single card here. Every single play needs to be consistently well thought out and formed. Not a risky play can be shown on towards the stage. Yes, you can take risks, but the reward must be plenty for the side of Boom. The PKL second hopeful here that will be taking on Alpha Gaming. This is 2-0 in the lead for MKL's jersey, but let's find out. Will Boom Esports be able to bring it back to a 2-1, or will Alpha Gaming push it to a series point?
Game number 3 here between APG and Boom Esports, and as you boys said, it's going to be brawling for the side of Boom if they want to try and take this victory.
It has to be a big brawl at this point, right? Boom Esports, they only have that first 4 minutes to fight with. Right now, the early game for Yulong is not going to be as strong, so this is where Carl, with that initial jungling speed, he needs to make the difference here.
Absolutely made the difference. Maybe even try and get some contention, as you can see, into the enemy jungle right now. Carl, more than likely going to get the release there off onto the Azure Golem, but steals it away instead with the Smite.
So he's got it. Okay, great rotation by Miggy as well, being able to secure this Crimson Golem for the side of Carl. Now, this is a great start, but this is what is expected of the Boom lineup. The only question now is, what else can you steal away in the map?
Maybe take a first blood here. Obviously, forcing the flash here from Tatsuri is not going to be a highlight of Boom Esports' early game.
Yeah, definitely not, right? This is where you need to be able to keep control of the Gorge, get that win in terms of the gold advantage going in for the side of Boom Esports. They did secure their own Fire Beak at the bottom side for the side of APG, so they at least they've kind of stifled the growth of Boom for a little bit.
Just a little while. Let's see if that's actually going to kind of transition into any more into the next part of this game, right? We have seen a bit of aggression down to the bot side of the map. Obviously, Wild Growth being used here just to try and force Saber back onto that T1. But I mean, they do have the Dolia, they have the Ode. That's going to give over Eel into Sun, so he's not going to have to worry about having to go back to base.
To be honest, I don't think Sun's going to have a hard time here, right? I fear more for Yulong. The Sun does not land, because Yangjin is great at the sustain. But what do healers have that is really hard to deal with? Control. If they are controlled, there's no way he gets his ultimate off, and then it's going to be Boom time.
Yeah, Boom time could be the way into these team fights as well. I mean, as long as Tatsuri stays alive, right? Like, Tatsuri is going to be the main kind of giver of sustain within this one.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, diving in there. It's going to be a little bit overzealous. It's going to be Yulong, but now into the backline. Midgie getting caught into the box. It's going to be 3 of the side. Actually make that 2 of Boom Esports, and nothing really coming out of this one.
Okay, but that gives you a little preview of what's going to happen. So if APG gets a nice board, the potential save can come from the side of Mickey, but he needs to not be caught in a board first.
Oh, absolutely. It is a point of catching the net here onto the side of APG Shisha, and he's able to try and just maybe change the turns of the tides of these team fights, but Midgie is just taking far too much damage for my liking.
Not ideal for the side of Boom, and we'll take a look at what this rotation is going to be like, right? We'll take a look at Tatsui. He is now using that space portal, teleportation portal, to make that initial move into the mid lane. The question for me is, how does Carl try and match up his farm? Obviously, he has the faster rotation with the release. He's able to take camps a little faster compared to Yulong. But right now, Yulong is matching his pace, and that's a very scary notion.
It is. I mean, especially if you have the kind of already pre-notion that's going to be in your favor. But right now, maybe they could get a little bit more gold here from Siang, but he does have the ultimate. He has to force the flash here. He goes Undying as well. The Gorge mobilization, but First Blood's actually going to go off to the side of APG.
Yep, big one. First Blood, though, going to the side of APG. They get the better of the exchange in terms of gold. And Boom, nice kill, nice recovery to shut Xiang down at this part of the game. Xiang was a huge problem in the previous one. So let's see, does this make a difference for Boom Esports?
Maybe it's an early side of the time here for the side of the PKL representatives of Boom Esports. But really, you got to kind of try and focus. What are these side lanes, right? Obviously, there is no real pressure or priority being created by either of these two teams. Yes, top side of the map might be getting taken down here at the 4-minute mark, now getting taken off. That turret plating falls.
Yeah, and we'll see what this is going to be like. Yulong secures the first tyrant of the game, 4-minute mark, but this comes at the potential cost of the Azure Golem. Stun comes in, does not hit the mark, and the bot is landed down. Boom Esports in trouble.
Boom Esports is in trouble, but Draw is actually going to deny the access there with the try to smash as well. And there is the Gorge mobilization, catching 2 of APG, but can he be followed through here? It's just going to be Yulong putting that pressure onto Danny as they trade the T1 down bot side of the map.
They refresh the Yulong ultimate as well. This is pressure on the mid T1. This is the most important tower in the game. Maybe they can turn this around. Yulong's taking a lot of damage from turrets as well. No more stuns to talk of on the side of Boom. A little bit of flaming palms, but for now, they've taken a T1 at the bottom on the side of APG as well. So Boom Esports, they need to win this now. Oh no, the stun!
Oh, the stuns come through, and maybe potentially there. Oh, they didn't follow through, because obviously Yulong doesn't quite have his ultimate and still doesn't quite have his beast mode coming to fruition here, but maybe Shishan, 1 minute pushed out of that T1. It's going to be the passive that comes through, and now Tatsuri claims the kill.
There is some hope left. They've taken down Shishan. They just need a little bit more. Force out the ultimate from the mid laner, Tatsuri. At the same time, Boom Esports, take a look at what they are doing. Kao is trying to just squeeze out and extract every single value across the gorge on the side of APG's map.
They're definitely doing a lot better in this game number 3, right? I mean, yes, it's maybe a little bit late to come back into this one, but there's going to be the Burning Sun arrow. Can they force away the flash? They do as well. It's still taking a lot of damage is Danny.
Yep, Sun, he knows his target, and so far he has not missed his mark. It's going to be 2-2, but with this 2-2, it's APG, balancing that gold balancing act against Boom Esports, and this is not good news for Boom.
Exactly, that's one thing they really want to have going for them, is those resource leads here for the side of Boom Esports, but unfortunately it has slipped away for now, but can still definitely the pendulum swing back onto the side of Boom here. We do have obviously the Magma Slam with the burst ramp come through, trying to bite out a lot of the skills onto the side of Boom's Draw, but now the board has been committed. The minion waves here, overcommitted, maybe the Tremor Smash, not connecting that to anybody, but there it is. Sun gets taken down as well as Saber and Yulong. The Boom boys are looking to brawl.
Yeah, it's all on Miggy. That was one of the biggest plays we have seen so far from the Boom Esports lineup. And Miggy at the cornerstone of it all. All they need to do now is to balance this T1 in the mid, and they should be able to wrestle resources away from APG.
Yes, wrestling the jimmies of APG has been Boom in that mid lane and gave themselves a nice hefty lead here. But let's look at that instant replay.
Yep, this was not looking good because they actually managed to force out the ultimate coming in from Tatsuri in the mid. But look at Miggy, he was undaunted. He was looking for the opening, and to catch Sun out in the first part of that fight, that was the one winning condition they needed to achieve on Boom Esports, and Miggy gets it.
It's the only problem when you play something like the Hou Yi, right? Like, it's so sort of immobile. Like, if you don't have flash, you're basically a sitting duck there, especially if you kind of like have your front line of your team fly into the back line of the enemy team, and then you have something like the Lianpo or the Agudo use the Gorge mobilization there. It just really kind of opens up a very vulnerable state for your teammate.
So you can kind of see the win condition, right? Even though Shishan has been getting these beautiful boards, it could also cause the downfall of APG. Now, bear in mind, this was done without... Oh, hang on.
Okay, get the takedown onto Siak there. That's already going to be a handicap for the side of APG. The double Tremor Smash does connect onto Shishan as well as Saber. Saber looking to go to get taken down there. Double kill going over the side of Carl. And now they're looking to bully a little bit more. Sun gets taken down. That's a 3-0 trade for APG. The Boom, sorry, as they're taking that T2.
Who said they were going to give up? It is an explosive growth from Boom Esports. And right now, T3s are on the menu. They can rush this down. There is a Ballista.
There is a Ballista, but there is going to be Yulong diving into the backline, doing a lot of damage. Can they get a few kills here? Siang as well, looking to pay the train here. But now Draw upsets that motion of the ocean. Carl gets taken down.
Yep, it's going to be an important one. No one gets hit by the Burning Sun arrow, and this is going to be saving grace for the side of Boom. But take a look at the T3. That's a lot of damage onto it. And right now, 8.5 minute mark. We're still 90 seconds away before the Shadow variants. If Boom can break open the core in the middle, T3, this game could change.
Oh, absolutely. The game could completely be torn apart here on the side of APG. But we've seen teams come back from worse scenarios here, so MKL fans, do not worry, there is a way to come back at this one, but for PKL fans, you should be rejoicing right now.
For sure. sure. I mean, this game, now they have bought Danny what he needed. 6.2. He's finally leading against Sun. Now, this is not going to be easy for APG, of course.
No.
Not the same for Boom Esports. Right now, everything falls on Miggy. Can you keep up this consistency? Every catch has been phenomenal. Can you keep doing it until Boom destroys the crystal?
Exactly. I mean, that's probably going to be the hopes here of the boys on Boom, that the older brother is able to serve up that hot meals to the boys in the back line here. And obviously, Tatsuri, Danny really needing those resources. But you can see top side of the map here, Siang is just trying to just recreate some split push potential here.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many factors that Boom need to take a look at. Xiang, as long as he has his ultimate, it's going to be a very tough fight. They need to pace their fights really well. At the same time, if you can kind of burst down Yulong right before the fight begins, you also could potentially just hard dive the backlines. There is no defense.
Exactly. That's the only wrong thing here for the side of APG. Yulong goes down. That's going to spell disaster here for the side of APG. But right now, Boom and APG looking to contest this Shadow Tyrant. The board has been committed. It traps Draw. He gets caught into the backline, but it goes over the Boom. The Shadow Tyrant is stolen, but can they take this team fight now? And now we're getting pushed in. Tatsuri straight into the backline now with Danny. Looking to get a takedown onto Sun. And there it is. Carl comes in, driving the boat, but that's a 4-3 trade here for Boom against APG.
Big win, and they can do a lot more. There is a lot of structural damage in between Carl as well as Danny. These are the two members you wanted to keep alive, and they are alive. They're keeping the dreams of Boom alive as well. Right now, the question is, with this buff, can they take more? T3s are on the menu, and yes, Xiang is here, but it's as though he has no value.
He has no value. He has to kind of dive in and die, but then with his teammates coming back up now, I don't think that's the right call, but this may be landing a trick shot here onto Carl. But can they get the takedown? He gets the Blood Rage, and now Siang gets the board out of the team fight, leaving Yulong alive. But can they draw it out? Twilight being procced here.
Oh, lovely. They saved Danny in that particular very precarious situation. Boom fans, you have to believe now. I mean, this game, 4,000 ahead for the side of Boom Esports. They just need to wait it out. 18 more seconds. They can go for the Shadow Overlord safely, or at least mostly.
Yeah, exactly, especially with the Primal Bond being taken up in around about 9 seconds time. Boom could be looking at a bit of a dream comeback here in game number 3 against APG. But for now, Carl has, actually no, Miji, sorry, has been caught out in the win there with that intel from that ward.
Look, this guy is called the Wall Saint for a reason. Every single battle has gone to their advantage because of the plays by Miggy.
Yeah.
So this Wall Saint is very important, which is why Xiang is kind of chasing him down as well. If APG don't know where Miggy is, this fight completely swings into the favor of Boom Esports.
Oh, absolutely. But even if they do know, and then he flies over the wall and gets the frigid charge onto Many here, it could be frightful for the side of APG. But oh no! That's a takedown of Sun, and that's a whole lot of damage being taken up the gorge for the side of APG.
And instantly this becomes a 4v5, but it's going to be a lot more painful. Shadow Overlord also secured by the side of Carl here. And this is where structural damage is imminent. They will get this T3.
Oh, the flash in from Tatsuri. He wasn't able to get any CC there, but the gorge mobilization is going to be enough to drive away Yulong. But now out of that crystal, we have the Vanguards into the mid, into the bot side of the map here. Boom, looking to try and get this win here, but now it's all under the control of Boom Esports in this team fight. The board committed ain't gonna stop the wall,
Crystal!
And they get game 3.
Beautiful work before we head into the first half break. Boom Esports, this is what we need. This is what the